Hello everybody, welcome back to Steve's Garage. This is Earl here with his sign-on front axle, and I'm Steve, of course. And so with the front axle here, we are going to add spring shocks to it to put a little smoother ride in it from the old Model A 10-leaf spring, which runs, pretty rigid. But when you hit a bump, it jumps pretty hard. So the shocks will absorb some of that action, which shock absorber, right? We all know. So I also got the frame in primer and rust encapsulator. We've welded most of it up, and I've got a couple of more spots to weld. But other than that, it's in pretty good shape. And so we're going to take the camera down after I'm done here, and I'm going to point out and show you what we're doing. We're going to add spring perches on, or I guess we're going to change these spring perches out, and we're going to add another axle perch on the bottom to receive the shock, and we're going to put shock mounts up top and weld those on. But I'm actually waiting on the actual shocks to go on there. I do have some shocks to show you that are the same size, but it'll give you the idea where we're going. And today we're going to try to drop this axle off completely. Another beautiful day here. You can see the sunshine behind me. It's 60 degrees and gorgeous. And of course, old Earl's having a good time. So let's get the camera down and show you what we got going on. So, project's moving along. A lot of stuff I do off camera. So here's the front axle just jacked into place. I've already taken the U-bolts off that are here and bought new U-bolts to put on. And so here's the shock style we're going to mount on. This is the top piece that has to be cut to fit and welded. And then these are the Speedway shock mounts that go underneath the spring perch, which is here. And that we're going to replace those spring perches with new ones that are longer, that can accept the bolt properly, that goes, underneath here. And there's a keyway in there we're going to have to cut in at some point and all that. So, in another video I showed you that we did change. We put 39 brakes on here and matched those in with the same 29 axle. So those are set to go, and of course everything's got to be taken apart and checked out. But here's the frame so far, all de-rusted, and showed you how we boxed in the Model A frame and added it into the AA truck frame. And this is Model A, and so this is all one solid piece, goes through, and it's all welded in. And actually bolted and welded. And then this is the rear end to carry the rear axle, all been welded, and we've put plates over the other I-beams that we put on there, so it's double welded, double seamed. Everything is double seamed with another piece of steel over the actual weld, which is right here, and that's welded across. Then this plate is on top of that. Everything's double welded. Again, I'm one of these guys that I kind of overkill things, but I'd rather have overkill than anything, to tell you the truth. For a little extra time, then I don't have to worry about it ever. So the front axle is kind of just hanging in place here. I wanted to check it out and see what it looked like. And so now we're going to take that thing down and try to get it off. So here we go. So we're going to take off these. These are the shackles that hold the front leaf spring on. I'm replacing these shackles with new ones. So we'll take these old ones off. move to the other side. All right. Try to get in a little closer there. We've got, these are castle nuts, and it allows for a cotter pin to be in here. So there's your old cotter pin. And they call these castle nuts because, as you can see, where is it here? Not in focus, but that looks like, you know, an old castle on a, you know, the tower of a castle. And then in between, you put, there's a hole drilled in the bolt, and you put a cotter pin in there, okay? And that keeps that nut from slowly or possibly coming loose and falling off. And I use a pair of these dikes, see? And then I just grab onto the cotter pin and then pry like that. Clip on and pry. Don't push too hard as you cut it, but works really well. I found that to be a great thing to do over the past, and it works out great. Let's take these off. Off nice. And we are going to get some jack stands. So I'm getting some jack stands, put them under here. Right. We'll let the jack down. I'm going to take that thing off. Put that aside. I'm going to take that brand new spring or the spindle that I got for the new shock. Take that off. Brand new, and I don't want to wreck it. Get any marks on it. Brand new chrome. See that? That's where my shock is going to go on. Nice. Put the castle nut back on, so I don't want to wreck my threads anyhow, anyway. What? There you go. Hard to tell the angle when you're up here. All right, so now I'll let this down. You know what? I want that frame to be higher. That's better. Take that out. Take my fancy rope system out. So now I got the front end on wheels, so I can move it anywhere I want, really. And take that out and disassemble that spring. And that'll be that. Now I need my brass hammer. Okay, so when you're banging things out, make sure you use a brass hammer or a rubber hammer because you don't want to damage your threads. So I'm knocking the shackles out that are holding the spring on. And you don't want to damage your threads because you'll be in big trouble down the road. There's your spring shackle on both sides. Here's your old spring. 10 leaf springs, count them, 1 through 10. Nice job. We'll put that aside. And now I'm going to have to flip this thing over and try to get those spring perches out. And I am not looking forward to it. So here they are here. They're not going to want to come out, I don't believe. So we might get lucky, but we're going to have to bang the hell out of them. So let's see what we got. All right, and put you on pause for a minute and reset up. So I've reset up here, and I've got the spring perch upside down here. So this is the bolt that would be on the bottom. This axle is upside down. And I left it threaded on a little bit to bang it down. Now hopefully these will move. They've been on there for a long time. So if they move, I'll consider myself lucky and we'll be able to get them out. If not, I'll have to throw heat on here to expand the metal, but I don't like heating anything up like that and then banging on it, because I don't want to bend this axle. The axle's in perfect condition. So here we go. Oh yeah, they're moving. Perfect. Well, that'll come right out. There's that. So there's one that we're working on. Hold on a minute. So what I do is, I've got an old drill bit, and that's pretty hard stuff right there. So it's got a point to it, which works for me. Goes into the bottom here. We're gonna bang these things out. See if we get lucky today. Let's give it a shot. Move my hand so you guys can see it. Oh, nice. Look at that. Fell right out. Doesn't get any better than that. And as you can see, over the years, how this is worn down. See the other side here? So these needed to be replaced no matter what. But the bottom line is I need a longer, this rod has to be longer with longer threads to accept the new shock mount perch that I'm going to put on the bottom here. So I'm going to tell you what, that's a great day. Getting those out, sometimes they're almost like welded in with rust, and they, you got to heat them up and you just can't get them out. So that is really, I couldn't be any happier, honestly. That is so cool. So there you have it. All right. So, pardon the camera work. Don't fire the camera guy. So for today, everybody, thank you for watching. We got the axle off. I'm waiting on more parts. We're gonna get this axle sanded down and primed, and I'm waiting on the new springs that will go on the front, the shocks, I should say. And I've got new perches coming and all kinds of stuff. So, the good news is I get to take this axle apart, sand it, prime it, paint it, inspect it, and get it where it really should be for a finished project that we're going for here. You don't want to skip any steps. You don't want to have, paint over rust or anything like that. You really want to take your time. If you've gone this far and we're frame off literally, the frame's going to still be yet to be primed and painted. I still have some grinding and filling to really make it nice. The parts that are going to be seen, at least, the stuff that's going to be absolutely visible when you're at a car show. I want that stuff nice. The stuff underneath, it's not going to SEMA. It's not going to be on top of mirrors in a a well-lit arena. But I know in my heart that everything is overdone with welding, thick steel, and really put together well. And I couldn't be happier. So from me and Earl, we're going to see you later. Say goodbye, Earl. Goodbye, Earl. There you go. See? Got Earl talking now. So you guys have a great day. Drive safe. Wear your safety belts. Be good to your friends. And give your dog a nice pat in the head. Have a great day. Talk to you later.